I grew up in Midwestern Wisconsin. So very, very small town, dairy farm country.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Grew up raising animals.
On a farm?
The absolute structure. We grew and ate a lot of our own food.
Oh, how
Well, a lot of people think about it as being very romanticized.
Well, it's romantic. Hello.
It seems like it. It seems like
until you're 12 years old and you have to go feed the chickens every morning.
When you're up at 5 a.m. to feed the cows, and you're grounded because you have to be home at 5 o'clock to milk the cows, and all the things.
Yes.
It's a lot. Well, it's a family culture that most of us don't really identify with anymore.
That's for sure.
So
for some reason, I think it's really cool because one of my best friends was raised on a farm,
mm-hmm.
And one of the things I've noticed is a person that was raised on a farm. This is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to hear your opinion.
Sure.
Everybody raised on a farm has the sort of internal knowing that they can do anything.
Oh yeah,
like anything can be fixed.
Yeah.
Anything they can do anything.
There's
nothing. It's all about just stick-to-itiveness and ingenuity. And I'm going to do this until it's done. Who am I going to call? You know.
Yeah.
So
and everything. If something's filthy, it's still fine. It's just dirty. It can be cleaned. You really do grow up in an environment where you're just more down to earth.
Yeah.
You're more
grounded.
You're absolutely more grounded because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're upset. You have to feed the animals.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you think your life is over because the boy rejected you. You have to get yourself together. You have to get yourself together. And the wonderful thing about it is growing up where most of my closest friends were animals. I grew up in a very, very small town. Only 32 people, including me in my graduating class.
32 people in your town?
No, in my graduating class.
32 people in your class.
There were 650 people in the town I grew up in.
Not bad.
Well,
how far away from town were you?
I was 4 miles out of town.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were so rural that we had neighbors who were Amish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was exposed to other cultural, religious backgrounds and extreme religious backgrounds as well. It was always something that it was always impressed upon us that that's for us to observe, but we would probably never understand it.
Were you, in Wisconsin, in the middle of sort of middle America,
mm-hmm.
was your family or parents kind of looked down on because they were, atheists? I always thought that atheists struggled to, fit in.
Well, not really. Honestly, we were questioned. I think that we were kind of kept at arm's length in our small community, which was primarily Catholic and Lutheran.
Okay.
We didn't do the social things that a lot of people did. And in some ways we were super active socially. Like I was really, really active in school. I played sports. I was an FFA. I was an avid 4-H member. Really, really active and social.
Oh, cool.
So it was, I think in a lot of ways, like, I was the first atheist that was open about it in our high school.
Interesting.
And the reason it came out was because we'd had a new choir teacher who was bringing out all of the hymnals, and that's all we were singing in our concerts. And myself and another girl who was questioning faith that she was growing up in decided that, like, listen, this is a public school. I'm really being excluded. And so we took a stand.
Wow.
And it was one of the things that probably defined my middle school
What
years.
year was that?
I was in 8th grade, I think.
I know, but what year?
Oh gosh.
1980?
Oh, no. So I graduated in 94. So it was probably 88 or 89. Yeah. Which was not done back then. It just wasn't done.
My sister was the first girl to play Little League with the boys in Seattle.
Yeah.
And I remember it being such a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But to us, we were just proud of my sisters, and all the girls. We had 3 sisters and they were all athletes,
Yeah.
So she wanted to play Little League, and we were pretty proud. But I know that a lot of everybody else was looking at us like we're some sort of,
rebels.
Like we're ruining everything,
rebels. And the thing about it is what went wrong in everybody's life because she played Little League.
Yeah. Right.
Like if you really boil it down, like what goes wrong in your life because somebody had their moment.
Yeah.
That's really what it boils down to, and asserts themselves. It takes a lot of one of the things that I learned from that experience is that it took a lot of courage to be the one to stand up and say, I don't think that this is correct.
Yeah.
Let's have a discussion about this, because that's really where I was coming from. No, I wasn't sophisticated back in 8th grade, but in terms of how I communicated that, but it forced the conversation. The bravest person in the room was the girl who joined me.
Oh.
Because being the one who says, wow, this is broken, and having the courage to stand up isn't really as hard as the person who decides that, yes, their convictions are correct and I'm going to join them. It's because she actually came from a background of religion and faith. So for her to join me and say, no, according to our Constitution, we have to separate church and state, and state is the public school. So was I popular? No. But in looking back, I've had my 20-year high school anniversary. And in looking back, I had no idea that when I was being ostracized at the time, that the 31 people I went to school with would look back on some of the things that I did and go, wow, you were so strong. I had no idea. Wow. Because I was not popular in school. I was not, I didn't have a lot of friends. I was really quite ostracized. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Well, it's okay.
Well,
it builds a lot of character.